First thing in the morning, I'll wake up and sit on a chair in a dark room and just talk to God. I just talked. This was how I prayed. I would talk to God and ask Him to look after me, to provide the wherewithal, all my necessities, and I will end up by saying, "Oh God, if it pleases you, use me as an instrument for the glory of your name and the betterment of mankind." This was my prayer for 2 years. One morning, after altering these words, I saw the room was filled with light. It was not electricity light, a different kind of light. And I saw coming through the door what looked like smoke, very deep blue color. The smoke came through the door, moved in front of me, and gathered itself into a live lion. And it raised its head and growled, just as you see in metro cinemas. Metro cinemas. This was how it was. And in front.
Were you scared?
No, I was not scared. I was seated there, and with my eyes closed, I saw this. And right in front of me, suspended in the air, was the word joy, J-O-Y. This vision lasted for about 3 minutes, the first in my life ever. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was at all until two years later. 2 years later, I went to the Christmas Eve service, being president of the SAGB. And the Christmas story was again narrated by the priest, a woman then, Ursula Roberts. She's now dead. Ursula Roberts gave the story of Jesus Christ, his birth and his wonderful works, etc. And then she said, "And do you know, there is a young man living in India today who is doing exactly what Jesus did 2,000 years ago. His name is Sai Baba." This was the first time I heard the name Sai Baba.
And the year was?
The year was in 1978. My goodness me, my heart jumped really. A man on earth doing the sort of things that Jesus did. I said to myself, I must find out about this man. Finally, I came across the book Man of Miracles by Howard Moffett. Sai Baba, the Man of Miracles, and I read it. And I could not really believe what I was reading. I used to read it during the weekends. Every weekend I read it, all of 1978.
Again and again.
Again and again and again. And I got more books and read. And then finally, February 1980, I prayed. Because I had read that if you prayed to Baba, he would hear you and respond. I prayed to him directly. This was about 11 o'clock, 11 p.m. Night. I said, "Oh, Sai Baba, I don't know you. But from what I have read and from what I have been told, I have no doubt whatsoever that you are God incarnate. My wife and I would like to be your devotees. If you accept us, please give me a sign." These were the exact words, I'm quoting them. And I'll never forget these words. 11 o'clock, I went to bed. 2:30 a.m., I woke up from my bed, really perspiring and shivering. Because Sai Baba, this man, had come to our healing room and sat on the healing table. And when I saw him, when I turned and saw him, I was afraid. I cried for help. I said, "Oh God, help me. Oh Jesus, help me. Sai Baba, help me." Then I woke up. In other words, from 11 p.m. to 2:30 a.m., within a few hours, Sai Baba, whom I had asked to accept us as his devotees, responded immediately. It was Baba himself who called me, who fished me out of the mud. I didn't know him at all, never had him. And yet he located me and brought me to his fold. So this was how I came to Baba. It was he who called me, really.